NXT Halloween Havoc is now done and dusted. Overall, it was a good show. I think the format, the presentation of it was quite good. They really got around the Halloween type theme. I like the fact that Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph on commentary were all dressed up. The set itself was, the Halloween pumpkin, not as good as the WCW Halloween Havoc one, obviously, but they tried their best to make the set cool. The orange ropes, the whole theme of it was just really good. So I think in that regard, NXT did a good job at doing the Halloween Havoc theme and keeping it going strong. So in that regard, the show was a success. As for the contents of the show and what we got on the 2-hour NXT episode tonight, I think the main thing to talk about, to me, or there's a few things. First off, Io Shirai retaining the Women's Championship against Candice Lerae. Now, how they booked this show was interesting. So they opened the show with Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest. Okay, this was one of these spin the wheel, make the deal type matches. So we had Shotzi Blackheart do the wheel spin, and the match was a Devil's Playground match, which was an interesting stipulation, but I thought it came off pretty well. That Priest and Gargano fought around the backstage area. They fought around ringside. Garbage cans. They used a table. They were using everything to their availability. Basically, I thought the match was fun. Went for 20 minutes. They used a lead pipe in there. It was a fun match, and I think if you didn't see it, it's worth a watch. Interestingly, they had Johnny Gargano defeat Damian Priest. So Johnny Gargano is now the first ever two-time NXT North American champion. Interesting. So clearly from here, what they're going with is probably Damian Priest feuding with this mystery man, because there was someone in a Scream Ghostface mask and a black overall dress who attacked Damian Priest from behind and then allowed Johnny Gargano to get the win. So okay, interesting. So Damian Priest will probably feud with whoever that is. It'll be interesting to see whether they reveal who that is. It waits to be seen. I think that has the potential to be good, or it could be a big disappointment. It waits to be seen. Hopefully it's someone shocking, someone surprising, because, I don't know, you just hope for the best in these situations. Johnny is the NXT North American champion. I don't really care that much, because it's Johnny Gargano, it's 2020. In 2018, 2019, Johnny was interesting. He was the top of the card. Now, he's just a guy. His characters, that he's a simp, it's just not, it's not much to work with Johnny, but his acting has got better, so I guess that's a positive. So, Johnny's the North American champion, and so that's that, which, the ending to that match with the Scream Ghostface, and the fact that Johnny won the title, made you genuinely believe that Candice Lerae would beat Io Shirai in the main event to become women's champion. So in that regard, it was a success that they booked it like that. And also, Damian Priest can now go off and become NXT champion or move to the main roster. So in that regard, I like Johnny Gargano becoming North American champion again. Presumably, assuming that Damian Priest moves on to something bigger. So that's that. Then we had Pat McAfee introduce the group that will take over NXT, which this segment, it was alright. Pat McAfee's in the ring with Lorcan and Burch. McAfee is telling the world that he originally chose Ridge Holland, but then Holland got injured, so he had to choose the right guys to take over NXT. Kyle O'Reilly comes out, and Kyle O'Reilly clears the ring, and then Pete Dunne comes out. And so Pete Dunne makes his return to NXT. First time we've seen him in the American NXT since February. Or March, one of the two. So Pete Dunne comes down, and then proceeds to turn heel. Pete Dunne attacks Kyle O'Reilly, lays him out. So this stable is now Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch, which is a pretty good stable if I don't say so myself. There's stuff to work with there. Potentially if they add Timothy Thatcher, I think you add Thatch to this stable, quite a good little stable building. So in this regard, I like what they're doing. Pete Dunne's now back in NXT. That's pretty cool. And then the other thing I'll talk about that's really worth talking about, the main event. Okay, the main event of this show, the NXT Women's Championship, was on the line in tables, ladders, and scares. Okay, so Io Shirai defended against Candice Lerae. These two women had great matches with each other. Io and Candice, they had the match at Toronto 2 last year. They had the match, match at TakeOver 31. Now they've had the match here. They're all really good matches. It's Io and Candice, some good spots in this match, some stuff I enjoyed and was entertained by. I think the stuff they did with the person in the Ghostface mask, again, Like, they run in, and you think that they're going to cost Io Shirai the match, but then we proceed to see Shotzi Blackheart get involved, so Shotzi stops this person, and then Io Shirai knocks Lerae off the ladder, and then Io Shirai retains the title. So I liked what they did there. I thought it was good. Io Shirai retains the NXT Women's Championship, as you'd expect she would have. So that's good. And yeah, that's basically the show. Outside of that, we had a couple of notable things, actually. We had the match between Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes, the Haunted House of Terror, which, if you want to see a fun, like, 12-minute match, watch that. It was a bit of fun. It was a mid-card match to try and showcase two up-and-coming NXT talents. I'm personally a fan of Dexter Lumis. I'm not a fan of Cameron Grimes, so I was happy to see Dexter Lumis get the win in this match. I thought Dexter Lumis performed well, and I liked how he got the win. So that was good. And then the other two things that are worth mentioning: Rhea Ripley beat Raquel Gonzalez. It was an okay 12-minute match, nothing really to see, and Santos Escobar defeated Jake Atlas. So that was NXT Halloween Havoc. Overall, I'd say it was a good show. They did enough right. I thought the set was really cool. I liked how they embraced the Halloween theme. I thought that was the best part of the show, like how they got around the Halloween theme. I think best match of the night, I'd probably say Johnny and Damian Priest. I think that and the main event were on par. They're both around like 4-star matches. I think the Cameron Grimes Dexter Lumis match was fun, and those guys really got around the Halloween theme as well. So overall, an easy 2-hour show to watch. Nothing amazing, but an easy show to watch. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, sub, use on the drill. See ya.